Hi guys, this is Carmen from Carmen Eagleman Fitness, and I will be doing a series of time-saving tips in the kitchen. And as a mom, I know saving time on anything is a plus, right? So today, the time-saving tip that I will be talking about is meal planning, what that looks like, how to do it without spending too much time on it. So where do you start? Well, first, I would figure out what meal plan or what meals and how many meals you need to plan for, right? Because every family is a little bit different, depending on how many times you cook at home, how many people are in your family, etc. So first, I would grab a piece of paper, and I'll show you what that looks like for me and how I do that. So here is my piece of paper. You can do it on one piece of paper. I do it on two now because when I would write my menu on the back and I'd go grocery shopping, 9 times out of 10, I lose that piece of paper after I'm done grocery shopping, and then I can't always remember what I meal planned for the week. So now I do it on two pieces of paper. So on the first, here's your menu. And as a mom, I like to keep it simple. Simple works best for me. I'm on the go, and I don't like to make things complicated. So as you can see, hopefully, for breakfast and lunches, I don't have 7 slots. It's just, 3 for breakfast, 4 for lunch, changes up depending on the person, right? Even for me week to week. Because you'll find that for breakfast, you kind of eat the same thing, right? Like you're going to repeat. So maybe you have oatmeal or a veggie omelet or something a couple times a week. Well, you don't need 7 slots for that. So that's why there's only 3. For dinner, I have 7 slots. Dinners are my biggest variable, and that's typically where I start first when I'm meal planning, like choosing recipes, because that's the biggest variable. Keep in mind that to account for leftovers, maybe like on average, we have about 3 nights of leftovers, or pay attention to the serving size of the recipe that you're making, and if it's going to make more, to account for those leftovers. For example, like if I choose chili, I know that makes a lot, and I can usually get at least 2 nights worth of dinners for that, and even sometimes lunch. So that takes care of 3 different days of meals for me, which is a win, right? We don't have to choose as many meals, and you're not having to buy as many ingredients at the store. So that's what I do. How I figure that out, I put snacks down at the bottom. Again, snacks, 1 to 2, 3 different snacks, veggies or whatever. So you have a little bit of variety, but you're not also overspending, spending a lot on too much and then not using it at the end of the week and having to throw it out. So that's how I set up my menu. So now, what recipes do you choose, or where do you find them, right? That's the good old question, how we always looking for new recipes. So Pinterest is one of my favorite ways to look for recipes, because it allows me to organize them. It's all kind of in one spot. So that's huge for me. I like to separate my boards into like breakfast, snacks, lunches and dinners I kind of do together. And then I also have a board that says recipes made, so that when I do try a recipe, and if it's one that's really yummy, I can write my notes on it and I can put it in there. And then now I have a stockpile of recipes in my arsenal, right, to be able to use and rotate in my menu planning. So as you do this and you're consistent with it, you'll start to build that up, and you're not looking for as many recipes there. And then I also, when I'm doing dinners too, like sometimes just to keep it simple, I don't have a new recipe every single night of the week, every week. Sometimes a lot of them are repeats that I've tried before, and then I'll throw 1 or 2 new recipes in each week to keep it fresh and to try something new. So another resource that I use are food blogs, which you can find through Pinterest. As you're going through them, you can see which ones, you'll start to see that you pin some of the same like recipes from the same bloggers, right? And then you can also go onto their food blog, and a lot of them have newsletters that you can sign up and they'll send them directly to your email. So Pinterest, food blogs, newsletters, cookbooks, magazines. Again, I just like Pinterest because it allows me to organize everything in one spot. And I'm a very visual person, so seeing it all, it just works for me. Works for me best. So if you're not on Pinterest, get on it. Trust me, you'll love it. Probably a little too much. So then once you do that, and you plug in what recipes you're finding, then you'll go over and you will, like what I do is, so if I'm making chili for dinner, then I go down and I write the ingredients that I need on my list. This is my fail-proof way of making sure that I don't miss something, and that it's on there, because there's nothing like going to the grocery store and getting home to make the dinner, and then you're like, crap, I don't have this ingredient because it wasn't written down on my list and I forgot. So, or I thought I had it and I guess I don't. So this is my way of doing that. And then at the same time, I will also take stock of my fridge and pantry for any staples or anything else that I need to add to the list. So once you're done with that, then you have your list. You're ready to go to the grocery store. You're going in with a plan, and you don't have to take the time to think about at the grocery store, what should I get, buying too much or too little of anything. You've already got it set. You're prepped and ready to go. All right. Well, this is Carmen, again, from Carmen Eagleman Fitness, and I hope that this time-saving tip has helped you out, giving you some ideas. I would love to hear your feedback, so post them down below in the comments. Have a great day.